Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to a video by another YouTuber. It's going to be a YouTuber that you guys actually suggested in the comments. You guys suggested Seth the Programmer, so today we're going to be watching his video titled Could Naruto Beat All the Hokages? I mean, my personal opinion on it before I watched the video is that maybe he would win, because I would assume that I maybe tend to underestimate Naruto more than I overestimate him. So I know Naruto's freaking strong, so I would assume that Naruto's gonna pretty much beat them down. But we're gonna see. He's gonna give us his evidence and everything like that and convince us more than likely. He's just gonna spit straight facts, I'm hoping. But without further ado, let's jump straight into my reaction to his video, Could Naruto Beat All the Hokages? Let's go.
Hello everyone, it's your host Seth the Programmer, and today we're actually talking about Naruto as Hokage versus all of the other Hokage that have come before him, meaning Hokages 1 through 6. However, they will be in their primes, so not even Hashirama versus Madara level, more so Hashirama after you learn the deity gates after Madara. Hiruzen in his prime that's stated to surpass all of the Hokage before him, including Hashirama, and as well as dual Sharingan 6 paths Kakashi. All of them versus 6 paths Naruto. Now, so to explain certain questions that people have, such as, well, Naruto only has the 9 tails. Didn't Hashirama body the 9 tails? They don't seem to understand the increases and lore behind the 6 paths in Hokage era Naruto's, so I thought I would go over that in more detail.
Yeah, I'm in that boat.
If you're new here, please subscribe.
I got you.
Every single person that watches the subscribe, although that's not gonna happen, but please do.
I already subscribed.
This video, or you love topics like this.
I'm already subscribed. Oh, she can see it. Oh no, I went down. Sorry.
Surprisingly, a lot of people don't know things like, wow, Minato's not really that much of a threat. Tobirama wouldn't be that much of a threat.
Minato?
These aren't normal thoughts people have. They're just like, oh, well, they're Hokage. They did cool stuff. They should be able to do at least something, right? We'll start off with Tsunade. Tsunade in her base is more so around the power of Kakashi during the Land of Waves and a rival to Part 1 Kabuto. And same Madara was so strong later on that while even blind, he could bust out of Hashirama's deity gates that even pin down the 10 tails. Hashirama even states this Madara is on the verge of reobtaining his past powers, implying he's much stronger than when he toyed with the 5 Kage, as Hashirama literally just got done fighting Susanoo. Tsunade's healing is also a trash version of Hashirama's, at least one of Madara's, and she'd easily get vaporized by Naruto in this fight with one attack. Naruto holding power to turn the world to ash and fighting beings who can vaporize entire realms with celestial bodies, versus Tsunade, who's still getting scared about mountains getting ripped apart and being able to do nothing to the 10 tails or God Tree. Not to say that Tsunade is
poor Tsunade.
Minato's strongest state, as far as we know, I'll do him next, is his Edo Tensei with the Kyuubi Chakra Mode 2. He also has his own cloak, who we see.
I'm sorry to keep pausing, because I am really surprised about Minato not being like that much of a use in this fight. I mean, he has another video that I have in my playlist that I really want to watch by Seth, called The 4th Hokage is Underrated. I'm looking at it right now because it's in my playlist. And I really want to watch that too, just so I can see where Minato is really actually at. I don't want to be walking around here uninformed about how strong these characters is and just sounding crazy.
Compared to War Art KCM2 Naruto, and they're fighting alongside each other and matching each other pretty. So he'd be simply superior in terms of stamina. Naruto also has a moment where he has to start adapting and fighting Jubito and gets much stronger as the war goes on, whereas Minato doesn't display any real increases. Rather, he just gets his arms chopped off by Obito and Madara, depression about his own father. He would chop apart Minato. That's a true story, by the way. Finally, we'll just go.
Whoa! He took that shit out of Minato?
During the war, in life, he was more so a match for Kinkaku and Ginkaku, whereas Naruto is able to create a Shadow Clone army of fighting numerous Kage-level fighters with his first and weakest form of KCM. Even during the war, we see Tobirama get fondled and handled with no real problems by one-eyed Madara. He even blatantly gets outdone by Hiruzen numerous times in the same war, and while Hiruzen is no slouch, there's nothing for Tobirama to suggest he has the power or speed to even take on KCM2 Sage Mode Naruto, let alone his thousands of Shadow Clones, which he will undoubtedly use. His best Prime Hiruzen. Now, Prime Hiruzen's only lore is that he was the strongest and greatest of the Hokage, so for this video we can just say he's roughly more powerful than Hashirama. Now, whether you actually think he is,
guys, okay, how strong is Hiruzen? I mean, he's obviously saying he's the best one, but like, I didn't think Hiruzen was that strong. Like, I must be sleeping on these people. Oh my goodness. Hopefully he has done a video about Hiruzen as well that I could learn more about him, or somebody's done one, because it's like, Hiruzen actually fire.
Or isn't not really relevant. We're just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt so that we don't downplay anything and no one gets a little bit iffy. Like,
there we go. There we go.
Naruto to stand a chance. Like, no, I want everyone to fight Naruto at their full ability.
I'm watching that video.
Used, so I guess we need to go over how to kind of give an idea of what Hiruzen can even do. This doesn't work because this is of course Edo Hashirama, just as it's confirmed Kabuto didn't actually enhance Madara with Edo Tensei, as he didn't know his full power in his prime. Neither was Hashirama reanimated at full power. Reanimated Hashirama was able to take down reanimated Madara, but later states his reanimated chakra rivals that of Teen KCM Naruto. This is interesting because we know Madara used to possess the full Nine Tails and actually made a majestic attire Susanoo with the full Kyuubi, whereas Naruto only had half of the Nine Tails. As all the other Kage are more so getting stopped by just the Kyuubi mode. Many people seem
Naruto got Kyuubi, but Hashirama beat Big Kyuubi and Madara, so...
But obviously Naruto is in 6 paths. His 6 paths Sage Mode Naruto receives a massive chakra amp from Hagoromo, Obito's 6 paths, the chakra of all Bijou, and 6 paths Senjutsu. It's not just another Nine Tails cloak. This Senjutsu is also so strong that even without his multiple Bijou chakras, he was able to one-shot 10 Tails Renegon Sage Mode Madara, in which Madara would have to absorb the entire God Tree and get his second Renegon back to even have his Limbo be on par with Naruto's Shadow clones. Now, if Hashirama is near death after fighting EMS Madara with the Nine Tails, Sage Mode, Dual Renegon, 10 Tails, amped 6 paths Madara with Limbos is absolutely fondling Hashirama with no problem. Now, it doesn't really end here, as Naruto would then go on to fight Kaguya, who was so powerful that she can casually slap away Naruto's Shadow clones, the same Shadow clones that were evenly matched with the Limbos that rival Madara were getting one-shotted with.
Oh my god, Naruto is OP.
All the Bijou has many quirks as well as the Boil release, in which he gets basically a Kaioken 8 gates like super amp, as all the chakra in his body boils, which gives him the power to overpower and even slam Kaguya through mountains in one hit the second it's...
I haven't seen the Kaguya fight yet, so...
...momentarily overpower Kaguya, who could one-shot Shadow clones that were on par with possibly dual Renegon Madara with the Ten Tails, then Hashirama objectively gets one-shotted, and there's no evidence to the contrary. Of course, Hashirama has no beats on scale with Kaguya or any 6 paths characters either, who are more so in the business of busting and absorbing entire realms. The last one to take on Naruto is 6 paths Kakashi. Now, over the years I've had varying opinions about him, but here's how I think it would go. Let's look over what he's done. In 6 paths, his Susanoo easily gets tagged and obliterated by Kaguya, and then Kakashi uses Kamui to suddenly catch Kaguya off guard and chop her with his Kamui Lightning Blade. However, this doesn't even chop her arm off or anything of the like, it more so just damages her since the blade ignores durability. His Kamui Shuriken are also capable of warping away numerous tails or the rampaging Kaguya 10 Tails mutation, and while Kakashi is mainly a hacks-based fighter, his abilities are still limited. You need to realize what 6 paths Kakashi even is. He's basically just the white-haired 6 paths Obito after the 10 Tails got ripped out of him, using his chakra on a spiritual level with Kakashi. You could even argue that Obito might have even given most of his chakra to Naruto before that to try to save his life, but even with that, be able to hold off one-eyed 10 Tails Madara without the Godread, in which Madara obviously fondled Obito like a creepy uncle. Now, plot doesn't have to follow if they want to make Kakashi do cool stuff to make Team 7 do cool Team 7 stuff again. Naruto even says that Kakashi's Susanoo and Kamui are way cooler than Sasuke's. This is where adult Naruto would come into play. Adult Naruto would know everything about DMS Kakashi and would also be aware that DMS Kakashi has a severe time limit and strain on his chakra. Zetsu also thought Kakashi, even with his Kamui Shuriken and Susanoo, would be no match for post-ETSO expansive True Seeking Orb Kaguya, and more so got caught off guard by intangibility since Kakashi has never showed that ability before. There's no evidence that Kakashi would be able to beat a clone swarm by a full-powered Naruto that can tango with characters that Sasuke think rival or surpass Kaguya with just taijutsu alone. This massive stamina difference, power in numbers, and possible power and speed difference would be simply too much for Kakashi to handle in such a short amount of time, especially with Naruto knowing all of being a trickster himself. Now, we've pretty much proven that Naruto can handle any one of them one-on-one. His raw power, speed, and stamina is just astronomically higher to the point where only Kakashi only remotely rivals. But could Naruto take all of them at the same time? Does the teamwork, though, gang, take it? Well, with thousands of shadow clones,
I don't think
yes,
so.
there wouldn't be much of a difference.
Yeah.
With base KCM that Naruto could make Kage level shadow clones when he was much younger and without even a full KCM, let alone shadow clones that could swap with 10-tailed limbo clones that scale higher than Hashirama himself. So imagine like 2,000 characters that are all stronger than Hashirama swarming the battlefield.
Bruh.
GG for such a finite amount of Kage. There's simply no conceivable way for them to win. Firstly, pull something out of your ass for Naruto to not expect an attack like that, or simply try to take out Kakashi or wear him out quickly. A good point of Naruto being able to avoid one-shot attacks is like how he avoided Kaguya's ash bones for the entire confrontation with clones with just his wit before he even knew the ash bones could one-shot him. In this case, Naruto would not only have superior stats to Kakashi, but loads of prep and prior knowledge on his Kamui in advance. Even if you said Hiruzen or Minato caught him with the Reaper Death Seal, it wouldn't do a whole lot, as we've seen Naruto and Orochimaru play tug of war with their souls when it's halfway ripped out, and of course Six Paths Naruto would be able to slap Minato or Hiruzen away with his chakra arms in this instant. Also, Naruto has seen this jutsu before, or a similar soul tugging jutsu. Minato also suggests that sealing away too much chakra is almost impossible with just the 9 tails, let alone Six Paths Naruto who scales above the 10 tails plus Madara.
Oh no.
Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not trying to throw any shade at anybody. This is just to educate, you know, general audience. A lot of people, surprisingly, don't even know these things. So, like, whenever I suggest this topic in my server,
I'm one of those people.
they're like, what? That sounds lame and boring. But you'd be surprised. A lot of people are actually interested to see these kind of things. They don't really think about it like that. So I hope you did enjoy the video. I do have another interesting video about if Naruto can destroy a planet down below. You can see my big-brained math on display if you really want to. I think it's pretty fun. So other than that, thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
Okay, you definitely getting a like. I really like Seth. I like Seth a lot, guys. Seth the Programmer is awesome. This is a great video. It was really fun to just see how freaking strong Naruto is. Oh my goodness, he's a monster. Like, I mean, I thought that he would win, but I was like more like maybe he wouldn't because it's like, you know, 5 or 6 of them. But it's like, man, it's over. He has like so many shadow clones. God damn. I haven't seen actually the end of Naruto, like Naruto Shippuden. Like the end of the war arc. I haven't actually seen that part. I really do want to watch it just because it seems like it was really good with the Kaguya fight, and Madara seemed like he got really, really OP, like even more OP than he was. So yeah, it's a lot for me to see. Also, I really want to see Kakashi as freaking Hokage. Like, it's just a lot for me to see, and I really want to get to that, at least in my personal time. But anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy my reaction to Seth the Programmer's video about could Naruto beat the Hokages, and he actually did smack them. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video too. Bye.